make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's St. Clair. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute those.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Gets open down the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A first down for the offense. Quarterback keeper. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Sanders. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Motion from the wideout. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. He'll off one deep down the left side. He caught it. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Central Michigan. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do than step one accomplished.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's St. Clair. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to fit.
Turning it on! Forced out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. Really good pick up there.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse, showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab, it's Lane. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wants to throw it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
They'll run it from the gun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Looking downfield on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Vincent. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was he wants to go deep. He's got it at the 20. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Chippewas want to pick up the tempo. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Floats it out in space. Touchdown, Chips. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops it back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Going right to work up top. Got it in the middle, it's Lane. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35, it's 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got him. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Chippewas come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Chippewas. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later.
Lots of room to run. Past the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lane. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys in his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's...
Touchdown! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Miami is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 14 to Buffalo. The MAC.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field, but the gamble paid off.
To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now and it's his 4th interception of the game. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Off play action. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Central Michigan. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Here's the pressure. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab on the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the...
And he hauls it in inside the 30. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Chippewas in the hurry-up.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Gashing the D on the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. You know, the way he's going has me churning through the old memory bank here for the single-game touchdown record of Penn State. You know who that was?
I have no idea.
Well, everyone knows it was Harry Robb. Went to the house 6 times in 1917. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now. because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back.
There he goes. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And the Chippewas have it with a 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got...
He'll take a shot. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Chips. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Here comes the 2-point try. To the tight end. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they've got it down to single digits, a 9-point game. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at 1 loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them, could be one of the better moments of their season if they use it for good.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College